Hey friends and family, welcome to video number 2. As promised, we are going to do some glazed Brussels sprouts. We're going to be using the carrot ginger jelly. It has fresh ginger in it, it's carroty, it's sweet, but it's an amazing glaze. Pork is a beautiful partner with ginger and carrot. If you wanted to make some glazed pork chops, if you wanted to use this in an Asian dish, what better to put in an Asian dish than a carrot ginger glaze? However, today, as we promised, we're going to do roasted vegetables tossed in our carrot ginger glaze. So the first thing we're going to do to get started, we're going to take our Brussels sprouts, and I've already taken off the dead parts, the dry parts on the outside. I've cut off the ends, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice them the long way. That way you get the little piece here kind of holds it together so it doesn't all fall apart, and it keeps some of the structure. And we're going to do this with this entire bowl. We're going to cut them all lengthwise, and then what we're going to do, I'm going to go step by step with you, show you tossing them in the olive oil, the seasoning, and then we're going to roast them in the oven 425 for 25 minutes. And when they're done, we're going to toss them in that glaze. You don't want to put a glaze in a super hot oven for any length of time, because what will happen is the glaze will begin to burn. And what you really just want is a beautiful caramelized coating on the outside of your Brussels sprouts, so that it's still got that sweetness, it's still got that glaze and that shine, but you don't have the burn flavor. Nobody likes burn flavor. So we're going to go ahead and cut all the rest of these Brussels sprouts, and I'll be right back to show you how to season and toss in the oil. Alright, so as you can see, we have cut up all of our Brussels sprouts the long way. Kept some of the stem intact to hold them together. We're going to toss them in a little bit of olive oil. I would say about 2 tablespoons, just enough to coat them so that they get nice and golden and soft, but you don't want greasy, so you don't want to put a whole lot. A little bit of kosher salt, I would say about 2 teaspoons. You want the flavor. Salt is a natural flavor enhancer. It's going to bring out the sweetness and the flavor of the Brussels sprouts. If you're on a salt restricted diet, you can use your salt substitute, or you can use what you use to bring out the flavor of your food as well. Like, I don't want you to feel like you have to use salt if you're on a restricted diet. Good amount of black pepper. You want to give it a little bit of flavor, and then we're just going to toss. So we're literally just going to toss. Get your hands in there. Your hands are clean. We've been cooking with clean hands for 100 years. Get your hands in there. It's part of the fun of cooking, is to get all up in it. And then a little trick that I learned is when you place them on the baking sheet, make sure you place this side down, and what that does is it traps the heat from the pan, so it makes the Brussels sprouts nice and soft. It gets them cooked through. They stay nice and crispy on the outside. That's the whole point of the roasting, is to get a little bit of crispness, a little bit of flavor, a little bit of char. So we're just going to place them all flat side down. You want to give them a little bit of room. If you put them too close, what you'll end up doing is steaming them, and steamed Brussels sprouts are great, but that's not what we're doing here today. Today we're roasting. I forgot one, so we're going to go ahead and fix that now. Julia Child always said you didn't have to be perfect, you just had to have fun. So that's what we're doing. We're not being perfect, we are having fun. You know, Julia got her start cooking because of her husband's love for food and how much he loved the culinary. Julia wasn't the one that was in love with culinary until she got started. And don't we all kind of get started that way? We all, you know, we cook to eat. But when we really get enjoyment out of it is when we're cooking for the people that we love. And this is such an easy, super special thing to bring to a dinner table. It makes it look like you spent a lot of time. It makes it look like you put forth a lot of effort. And it's special. It's not same old Brussels sprouts that the kids are going to hate. It's a little bit extra. You could also use this as an appetizer. If you have a little get-together, you have some friends, pile these up on a plate, put some toothpicks in the Brussels sprouts, and pile them up kind of like a little, almost like a tower. What an amazing appetizer that would be. And this is the thing that I'm super excited about. I'm just going to put these little leaves here because it's extra flavor. The thing that I'm super excited about with these videos and with sharing with you all and kind of talking with you all and hanging out is cooking doesn't have to be hard. Cooking can be easy. Cooking can be fun. Cooking can be really fast. And it doesn't have to be fast food it can be good. So one of the things that I love about the jellies, and one of the things I love about the jams and the glazes that I make, is they're so versatile. So anytime you can take something that's already made, put your own spin on it, make something different, wow your family, it makes you feel good. It takes no time at all to do this. So as you can see, we're done. All the Brussels sprouts are on the pan. I'm gonna go ahead and get them in the oven, 425 for 25 minutes, and I'll be right back to show you how we're gonna toss them and we can see the finished product. Okay, we're back, and I want you to look. You see the beautiful brown from the roasting, but look at how beautiful the top is. That's what we get when we put them face down. We get soft, we get flavorful, but we still get the glaze on the top and the beautiful charring on the bottom. I did check these between 18 and 20 minutes to see what they looked like, and they were done. So depending on your oven, you may not need to go the full 25 minutes. I usually go 25 minutes, but for some reason today, it didn't take that long. It might be because I used less Brussels sprouts than I normally do. So be sure to check right around the 18-20 minute mark to see if your Brussels sprouts are done. What we're gonna do, I've taken some of the carrot ginger jelly and I put it in the microwave for about, I wanna say 45 seconds to a minute. And what that does is it loosens it up to a beautiful pourable consistency. You can see here that we're just pouring it in. And I've got 2 tablespoons of the jelly. Like I said, I just microwaved for 45 seconds, and we're just gonna toss. And we're gonna toss the Brussels sprouts. I'm gonna get them nice and coated, and then watch how beautiful this looks. Let me turn so you can see. Look at how beautiful this looks. You've got the beautiful glaze, you've got some of the char showing, the pretty green of the Brussels sprouts. This is a beautiful dish. Healthy, yummy. Who doesn't love Brussels sprouts? Let's taste. Let's see what it tastes like. I can't wait. Oh. The carrot, the ginger. It's beautiful with that earthy pepperiness almost of the cabbage, of the Brussels sprouts. You know the taste I'm talking about. Mixing with the sweet, it's amazing. Try this. Get some carrot ginger jelly. Try this with your family. It might be their new favorite thing. I'll see you next time. Thank you for tuning in.